People might be shocked and outraged by the name.
An after-school Satan Club, and it has a lot of parents in the Piedmont upset. The group is encouraging students at one school to join.
Now, the organizers say it's not about worshiping Satan. They say a 2001 Supreme Court decision makes it a matter of free speech. Fox 8's Aaliyah Sims joins us live at Joyner Elementary, where the club was slated to start on Friday. So, Aaliyah, why that school?
Yeah, Michael. Now the club targeted here after the Christian Good News Club was offered here at the school pre-COVID. Now a parent or someone in the district reached out to the founders of the Satanic Temple to start the after-school Satan Club to counterbalance it. Now the founders tell me that while their name might bring outrage, the club actually has no sort of religion teaching throughout the club. And they say they have more right to be here than any other group as well. It's a flyer decorated with a cartoon devil with an eye-catching statement. Hey kids, let's have fun at After School Satan Club.
A lot of people have said, is this a hoax? Is this for real? How can a Satan Club even be realistic?
The state of Pennsylvania recently rejected the club in its schools. While Satan clubs have popped up in other states like Illinois and Ohio, it's the first time the idea has found its way to North Carolina, bringing controversy with it. According to the flyer, the club is slated to begin at Joyner Elementary School Friday. We received several emails asking Fox 8 to look into it. One email saying, just a concerned grandparent, that this is real in Guilford County. Unbelievable.
The controversy over whether a school district should allow an after-school Satan Club is entirely misguided and something they need to take up with the Supreme Court.
But despite what the name might imply, Lucian Greaves, co-founder of the Satanic Temple, says the club is not actually about promoting worship of the devil.
Don't contain any items of religious opinion one way or the other. We're not trying to endorse Satanism, and we're not trying to criticize other religious organizations. Our after-school club focuses on critical thinking, scientific rationalism.
He says the club is an alternative to the Christian Good News Club, and the Satan Club does have supporters here.
We never put in a request to start a club where we don't have the volunteers or support to actually put one in place. And I think all of the clubs we put into place now came from a parent request within the school district.
I feel like kind of it's a battle, and God's putting his little army in place.
That's why Tempe Moore hopes to see Christians Friday at 2 p.m. She's planning a prayer rally the same day and time the Satan Club is expected to have its first session.
We just want to send a message that the Christian community in Greensboro is not wanting to allow this in our schools.
Now, the founder of the Satan Clubs tell me that there are 4 clubs in different states averaging about 4 students in each. Now, we also made more than a dozen attempts via phone as well as email to reach out to a spokesperson with Guilford County Schools, and we were actually promised a statement before news time, and as of 5:04, we still have not received that statement. Live in Greensboro, Aaliyah Sims, Fox 8 News.
All right, Aaliyah, we'll see what they